biggest disappointments living in a car is that I have developed this mindset that I don't really spend a lot of time with my friends. Because, we meet people on the road and then they're gone. You spend a few days meeting people. I met Tater, I met Bunny, I met Summer, and just a handful of other creators that I got to spend time with who live in vehicles, cars, vans, trucks, ambulance, whatever. And they're and gone. And I think that I've developed this mental blockage that I do the same thing with my people in my hometown that I connect with. I've barely seen my own family. I have barely connected with my own friends, and I feel like I've accidentally alienated myself with this bittersweet departure that I'm constantly exposed to while I'm on the road. And I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to make it better. I guess force myself to reach out and hang out with people that I care about. But it's just easier to go. I don't understand it myself, and I feel like there's been a lot of loss of loved ones lately that has kind of pushed for this grieving pattern in a dark place. But I have pushed towards a more positive path lately of increasing my confidence by trying really hard to fix my appearance, add quality to my life. I had stopped making my lattes for a while and made instant coffee, and I'm trying to get back into making my mocha pot lattes every day. I'm trying to make sure I'm wearing makeup more often for my confidence. I'm trying to make sure I wear my nicest clothes, because I think I got into this mindset also that because I'd be a target, I stopped wearing my super nice clothes being in the car, because I was a target for a little while. I stopped being so fashionable, and now I just feel like I need to step back into who I was by allowing myself to be the person that I want to be instead of thinking myself as a constant target. And I think that after I conquer all these things, I'll allow myself to maybe have friends again. And this is something that you really don't talk about when you're on the road. You don't talk about this enough, really. Sitting in a space surrounded by your friends is better than sitting in a space alone. And I feel like I have to remember that. But I feel like, how do I present who I am to these people when I don't even know who I am? I feel like I will be providing myself the wrong version to provide to them. And I'm relearning this new version of me, gaining back this confidence, gaining back this willingness to want to have myself surrounded by people. And there is a dark side to seclusion. There is a dark side to nomad life that we don't talk about enough. And that's just being alone. I'm perfectly fine alone. I'm perfectly fine being alone. I'm perfectly fine camping alone and whatnot. But I am a social structure. I'm a human being. I like having friends. But now I'm at a point where I feel like life isn't requiring that anymore. I used to be part of a group of 13 people, and we were all best friends. And now I have a handful of dispersed friends that I trust, and my circle has gotten smaller the older that I get. But finding myself again after I feel like I've lost myself in the last year, it's just a process, day by day, step by step. But I'm getting there, and it's not easy. And I think it's forcing myself to do all the things that I used to do, forcing myself to do many things that I even did before car life, like going and taking pictures of myself, me looking nice. And I don't know when a baddie stopped being a baddie. You know what I think about? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't know when I stopped being and loving myself. You can look back in the last year and be like, the confident person you see before you right now disappeared for a good 6 to 8 months. But I'm getting her back. And I want to show you guys that. So, in getting out of this dark place, hopefully I'll be able to get more friends that I love, that I already am friends with, and make those reconnections. And I love you guys, and thank you so much for supporting me still.